Hola, hola, buenas tardes a todos. Mira, estamos aquí en la calenda para la Expo Feria HUAJUAPAN de León 2026. Welcome and everybody. We are at the calenda for the fair in HUAJUAPAN de León 2026. It is a big calenda, it is a big deal, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Alright guys, so this is the start of the calenda. Here come a group of ballet folklorico dancers. They were just doing a torrito over there in front of the Palacio. But don't worry guys, I know we missed it, but it's okay because they're going to be doing a lot more torritos. So for those of you who may not remember, this is the traditional dress for the dance Jarabe Mixteco, which is from here. Here comes a band playing the Himma Mixteco, and it is so beautiful. Let's see if we can have a listen. Okay guys, one of the many other bands coming through, playing some awesome music for us. Se llama Banda La Revolucionaria. Oh, here we go, here we go. And here come the famous matachines de San Jose. Guys, I absolutely love the matachinas from San Jose. They are so fun and so beautiful, and the people who dance with them have so much energy and do such a great job bringing them to life. Alright guys, here comes one of the many other groups participating in the calenda. They were just throwing bread and like household items like water pitchers and stuff like that. Really just fun stuff that they just like to throw to everybody, as well as candy. One of the many other bands marching on through. I do apologize, I can't quite make out the name of this band. So guys, these are the Suburban Cuauhtemoc, and we take those Suburbans when we go to Oaxaca. I guess they decorated some of their Suburbans and stuff for this calenda. Okay guys, coming through right now, we have a local marching band called Leones del Sol, and they sound amazing. Alright guys, here comes one of my favorite parts of every calenda. We have a group of Diablitos. I think they said Danza de los Diablitos. So here comes their group, and they look absolutely amazing. And like I said, one of my favorite parts of every calenda. Ok, viene otra banda. So guys, in case you haven't realized already, this is a very big deal in the city of HUAJUAPAN. This is like probably their biggest time of year, is the fair. I would say like probably aside from like Halloween, Dia de Muertos, and Christmas, especially Dia de Muertos. But yeah, so obviously a lot of people and people who are related to like the Diablitos, or people in the banda, or people who march in the calenda, they'll join in and dance around, and it's just a really fun experience. Okay, guys, passing us right now appears to be a high school marching band with their color guard, as we call it over there in the States. I have no idea what it's called here, but the girls with the flags, or girls and guys with the flags, we would call the color guard. And here comes the marching band. Guys, this marching band sounds so great, and so many talented young people. I love to see it. Okay, guys, so we have another fun group coming through, and they've got all these people here celebrating and dancing with them, including a Diablito. This is a pretty impressive go-kart right here, what they did with the design. That's really cool, very pretty. They have a decorative torrito pirotecnico with them as well. Actually, no, I think that might have been a real torrito that they were setting off down in front of the Palacio right over here. Okay, we have Ensamble Folclórico Tradición Viva, and here they come. Their costumes are beautiful, their dance is beautiful. Guys, you already know how much I love Baile Folclórico. And here comes the band accompanying them. So many talented young people. Alright, and here comes the Casa de Cultura folks. There's my daughter's teacher, Miss Diana, second on the inside. Okay, guys, coming on through is another group of Diablitos. I believe they were called Danza de los Diablitos Sol Mixteca. I believe is what they were called. I could be wrong on that. I could have gotten the name a little bit wrong, and I do apologize for that. But here they come, and I believe all these Diablitos are with them, as I haven't seen another sign for another group, because I am still waiting on the Diablitos Unidos. Guys, I could have been totally wrong, and I think the Diablitos Unidos could have been mixed in with this group or behind the other group that I announced, because I never did end up seeing a sign for them, and they usually always have a sign. And so I could have been totally wrong about them not being in this part of the calenda, but there were several groups of Diablitos from what I was able to tell, and without them having their sign, it was a little bit hard to differentiate like which group was which. So yeah, I do apologize for that, but I know they were in this calenda somewhere, so hopefully we did get a glimpse of them. I am trying to keep my eye down here near the Palacio, guys, because a lot of groups will kind of stop, or they'll start setting off torritos or doing a lot of different things as they pass in front of the Palacio, as it's kind of like the central spot in town. Alright, you guys, this is another group of Diablitos. I missed the sign that said what group they were, so I do apologize for that. I'm not sure which group this is, but they have some very impressive masks. Oh, and they have that one back over there. It looks like it was made out of like pieces of like glass or like a mirror or something. Very, very cool. Okay, and it also looks like there is another very large group of Diablos coming up behind them. Okay guys, so obviously it got dark and we headed down to the fair. I ended up leaving El Centro and going back to the store to meet up with my husband and daughter, and we headed down to the fair. And as we got there, we actually got ahead of where I had been in the CALENDA, and so we ended up meeting them to see them again coming through alongside the fairgrounds, which was really nice to see them again and to see all these different acts. And we got to see the Ballet Folklorico group dancing Jarabe Mixteco, so that was really nice. And yeah, but as you can tell, it's dark. This is a very long CALENDA. It didn't end until probably well after 8 o'clock. Again, really big deal. Oh my gosh, and these are 3 of the most beautiful masks. I think these guys are part of the Diablitos Unidos. I know I said I kept looking for them, but those 3 masks I do recognize, and they're usually always with the Diablitos Unidos, and they are 3 of the most beautiful masks that there are in the different groups of Diablitos. I absolutely love them. Okay guys, so here comes one of the Ballet Folklorico groups. Again, this is a group that I do believe we passed. It was one that I had seen in El Centro, and we ended up passing them because, you know, the CALENDA starts and stops and all that. But yeah, they're just coming on through now, dancing to some different music, just having fun, enjoying themselves, and entertaining the crowd. And love it. As always, you guys know I love Ballet Folklorico. Really quick, this is a big old slice of pizza that my husband got. Here is the main stage, and it is uncovered this year, as last year there was a storm that completely destroyed the roof, and we are lucky that no one got hurt because there were people there at the time. And then right here is my daughter riding the worm, one of her favorite rides at the fair. Unfortunately, my sister-in-law, her husband, and her 2 girls are not going to be here for the fair, and so it's really a huge bummer for us because Esme loved riding this last year with her cousin. But we do have a couple other family members coming in a couple days, and 2 of her other cousins will be here. But as for my sister-in-law and her family, they're not going to be here until the fair ends. But yeah, she still enjoyed riding it. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, click subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Bye guys.